Today's major global IT outage shows us just how fragile the digital world can be and how dependent it is on just a handful of providers at times. And we want to dive into that specific point now with Dr. Bruce Young, a professor of cybersecurity at Harrisburg University. Dr. Young, thank you for joining us today.
Hey, good evening. Thank you for having me.
Well, let's start with the somewhat limited number of cybersecurity providers. So does that make us more vulnerable here overall when we only have a couple of them the way we do?
Well, there's literally thousands of different vendors, software providers, in particularly even in the cybersecurity space. Organizations or companies, vendors like CrowdStrike, there's many of them out there, but certainly they try to rise to the top, right, to be the prevalent applications in certain spaces. In this case, where Microsoft was actually the organization that had what we'll call a vulnerability that was caused by CrowdStrike's ability to push updates to their software that impacted the underlying operating system.
So today's outage certainly impacted what we do in everyday life. In fact, we're just looking at some things from New York City and other places where screens go blue, even out in public. And the White House's Deputy National Security Advisor for Cyber Emerging Tech says we need to take a hard look at digital resilience capabilities. Kind of walk us through what that might mean and what that looks like.
So, meaning the fact that the software that we run interacts with an operating system. In this case, CrowdStrike is an application that's running to provide security services on your device. And it's the interaction with the operating system in this situation that has to be tested, and that we have to make sure that these different components work together and without any interference from each other. So the applications, operating systems have to be resilient.
Right, and that's certainly a big part of all this. The feds actually also sent out an alert today saying bad actors are trying to take advantage of today's outage. They always do things like this when you have something going on, and they are sending out phishing scams to capitalize on the confusion. So what can people do to protect themselves?
So certainly be aware, and most people are aware just from the news media, that there's an impact from what we'll call just the infrastructure outage, right? The internet has been running slow. Certainly, like as you've been reporting, banks are impacted, airlines are impacted, and so forth. And so the bad actors are, figuring out now what happened that caused the systems to fail. And so the fact that they're not able to identify all the vulnerabilities that exist with certain applications, right? Because there's thousands of them out there, and the vendors need to make sure that they're testing and proving that their software operates without causing any kind of errors or works with the operating system and other software that could be running on people's devices.
Well, quite an experience for a lot of people today, and a lot of frustration as well. And unfortunately, this certainly probably won't be the last time we have something like this happen because, again, of how interconnected we are in today's world. All right, Dr. Young, thank you so much for joining us today. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Take care.